Hello everybody. In the previous video, we learned the language, set notation and language. We learned the union, the intersection, the complement. We learned the word element and set and subset. And today we'll learn more and more about solving past paper exams. Here's a question, like a word problem. 50 students study at least one of the subjects, geography, mathematics, and history. 18 study only mathematics. 19 study 2 or 3 of these subjects. 23 study geography. The Venn diagram below is to be used to show this information. Now let's start. We have to use all information given. And mathematicians, when they give you any information, you should use it. Nothing is useless. The first information is easy. 18 students only. They study only mathematics. Only mathematics, it means this area. All these students study mathematics, okay? But this X, the number of students who study geography and mathematics. This X, it means number of students who study both mathematics and history. This X means number of students who study both geography and history. But these 7 students, they study all the 3 subjects. So when he says that 18 students study only math, we write here 18. This is a very nice information. Now we are actually answering, completing the Venn diagram. We are completing the Venn diagram now. So this 18 is already done. 19 study 2 or 3 of these subjects. You have to think about it. We will use it, but not now. The third line, 23 study geography. It means this shaded region, these students study geography, all of them together. And they are 23. It means if you need to find m, for example, you write it as an equation. M plus x plus x plus 7 equals 23. Shift the 7 to the other side. Here you have m plus 2x equals 23 minus 7, which is 16. But we need to find m. Okay, let's shift this to x also. So m is equal to 16 minus 2x. So we have to remove this m and put here this information, 16 minus 2x. By the way, in exams, you never use the red pen, either blue or black. No coloring is allowed. So there is information we didn't use. They are 50 students. 50 students, it's the whole class. All these areas, if we add them up, they are 50. Let's call this one Y. Of course, we don't use the letter X because it's already used by the examiner. So this area is having Y students studying only history. But they add up to how much? All of them? 50. Let's form an equation. And I'm reminding you, this area contains 23 students who study geography. So 23 plus 18 plus x plus y equals 50. 23 plus this region plus this region plus this region, they are 50 students. And if there are any students outside, I should have added them also. Okay, now we need to find y. So all these will go to the other side. So 23 and 18 will be subtracted from 50. 50 minus 23 and 18, it's 9. So here, y equals 9 minus x. Again, shall I write it in detail? Okay. 23 plus 18 is 41, plus x plus y equals 50. We need to find this y. So these to be shifted to the other side. Y is equal to 50 minus 41 minus x. So y equals 9 minus x. I should remove now this y because I put it temporarily and we knew it already. It is 9 minus x. Okay? Now there is a question here about show that x equals 4. This is the line we postponed. X equals 4. We'll use this sentence. 19 study 2 or 3 of these subjects. 7 students study the 3 subjects. X studied 2 subjects. This X studied 2 subjects. and this x study 2 subjects. It means that x plus x plus x plus 7, they add up to 19. So we'll write here x plus x plus x plus 7 add up to 19. So it is 3x equals 19 minus 7. So 3x equals 12. And divide both sides by 3, x equals 4. Da-da-da. Complete the Venn diagram. We're done. Use the set notation to complete this statement. G union M union H all dash. If we need to shade G union M union H, we have to shade all this area. But he doesn't want it. He wants us to cover it and shade outside. He doesn't want us to shade. He wants us to use set notation to complete this statement. How many students are outside? Nothing. Shall we write 0? No, it's a set. We write it like phi, or we write it like an empty set. We call it the null set, or we call it the empty set. How to pronounce this letter? It's phi. The last question. Find the number of, what's the difference between this and that? If he said here the letter N, I would have written a 0, but there is no letter N. He didn't write NN. So using set notation, you say it's nothing outside it. No students outside it. Now, number of elements which are in the region G intersection M union H. I should use colors to understand it. M union H is all this yellow region. This is M union H. Now G intersection, it means what is common in G and this yellow area. What is common in G, if we color G, for example, in pink, okay, what's common in G and the yellow area? You will tell me it is x plus 7, and you know that x is 4. So it is x plus 7. It means 4 plus 4 plus 7. 8 plus 7 is 15. Da-da-da! October, November 2020, paper 4, variant 1. This word problem is very famous. He gives me a Venn diagram with no information inside it, but we have here German and Spanish languages, and there are 32 students in the class. It means number of elements in the universal set is 32. Distribute them. How to distribute them? Equally? Of course not. We have to follow the instructions. 5 do not study any language. So this 5 will be written outside here. They do not study any language. So this information is nice. Next, 15 study German. 15 study German. Shall I divide this 15 into 2 areas of German? Of course not. I cannot judge. 18 study Spanish. It means the whole Spanish area. You should divide the 18 here. Shall I divide them equally? Of course not. The problem is I don't know how many students in the middle. How many students are common? So the first thing, I write it here. 32 students in the class. Number of students in the universal set is 32. 5 do not study any language. I'll use language here to teach you. Number of G union S all dash is 5. And where to locate them? Outside the G and the S sets. 15 study German. It means here number of elements of G is 15. 18 study Spanish. It means number of students in the set S is 18. The problem is I don't know how many students are common, which are studying both German and Spanish. So let's name it X, and the German should add up to 15. So 15 minus X plus X is 15. That's perfect, because I cannot divide 15 in both regions. The same for Spanish. 18 study Spanish. The whole region is 18, contains 18 students. So this part is 18 minus X. Finally, what to do? We'll form an equation. This equation, if you add this region plus this region plus this region plus this region, they add up to 32. Now let's form an equation. 15 minus x plus 18 minus x plus 5, they add up to 32. 15 minus x plus 18 minus x plus 5, they add up to 32. Let's collect the 15 and the 18 and the 5. 15 plus 18 plus 5 is equal to 38. So here 38 minus x is equal to 32. We have here positive x, negative x, cut. So this x, it will go to the other side, and this 32 will go to this side. So x is equal to 38 minus 32. X will be 6. We'll need it. Complete the Venn diagram to show this information. So this information is not completed. It's written in terms of x. We have to replace x by 6. So we should draw in the beginning one Venn diagram and write all this information with x's on it. Here is German, here is Spanish, here is 15 minus x. It's our working. We're proud to show it. Here is x, here is 18 minus x, and here is 5. But the word complete, it means I should write here the values, the real values, after we knew that x is 6. And to check our work, when we add them up, they should add up to 32. 15, here is 6 in the middle, and here is 18 minus 6, it means 12, and here is 15 minus 6, it means 9. In order to check, add them, and it will be 32. 9 plus 6 plus 12 plus 5 equals 32. Yay! Now this part I is done. Usually, sets and probability are connected in questions. A student is chosen at random. Find the probability that the student studies Spanish but not German. S but not G. It means this area which is having 12 students. But it should be written as a probability, which is part over total. It means 12 over 32. In probability, not necessarily to simplify the fraction, no problem. A student who studied German is chosen at random. This is conditional probability. A student who studies German, it means number of elements here, number of universal related to this part will be only the students who study German, which are 15. So the fraction should be something over 15. This is conditional probability. Find the probability that this student also studies Spanish. In German and also studies Spanish, it means we have probability of 6 students out of 15. One day I'll make a video for probability. Now the last question. This question, whenever he writes a descriptive method like this, that X is the set of that universal set is having an elements, and these elements are X, which ranges between 41 and 50. You should list them. Please. You should write that the universal set contains the numbers from 41 to 50 inclusive. So 41, comma, be patient, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. X, now the set A, X such that X is an odd number. So the odd numbers from the universal are 41, 43, 45, 47, and 49, then close the curly brackets. This is set A. Set B, X such that X is a multiple of 3. Multiples of 3 from the universal set, they start with 42. Add 3, 45. Add 3, 48. Stop. That's all. These are the multiples of 3. If you need to check, you just add the digits. 4 plus 2 is 6, divisible by 3. 4 plus 5 is 9, divisible by 3. 4 plus 8 is 12, divisible by 3. Correct. X such that X is a prime number. This is the set C. Now we listed the universal set, we listed set A, we listed set B, now we list C. Prime numbers are 41, 43. Sure, they are odd, and the only even prime is 2. So the odd numbers here, the prime numbers here, are also odd, except don't take 45 because it's divisible by 3, 5, and 15, and of course 45 and 1. So 45 is not prime. 47 is prime? Yes. 49 is prime? No, because it's divisible by 7. So we have only 3, 41, 43, and 47. Complete the Venn diagram to show this information. First of all, we should see what are the common elements in some sets. For example, let's take the smaller first. B and C. What's common in B and C? 42, 45, 48, 40. Impossible, because prime numbers cannot be in table 3. So nothing common in B and C. Okay? The intersection of B and C is nothing. Set A is having odd numbers. Set A is having... What is common in set A and B? Odd and multiple of 3, 45. Odd number, and at the same time is a multiple of 3. 45 is common between A and B. Where to write this 45? It should be written between A and B in the middle. Here is 45. This is how to decide the common elements. And we said before that nothing common between B and C. It means B intersection C is nothing. Null set. Fine. Okay, what's common between A and C? A is having odd numbers and C is having prime numbers. So 41 is common, 43 is common, 47 is common. They can be written between A and C. Here is A, here is C. 45 is already written. So what's remaining? I can write 41 and 43, 41, 43, 47. Let's write it here, but I'm not sure yet. First of all, what to be written here? It must be a number which is common in the 3 of them, A, B, and C. We said before that B and C have nothing in common. So it means this area, I'll keep it, not occupy. Keep it empty. After that, we know how to check. No problem. Now, between A and C, 41, 43, 47. 41, 43, and 47. Now, what's remaining? Now, set A, what's remaining in set A? You already wrote 41, 43, 45, 47, so 49 is only remaining to be written. Set B, multiples of 3. Set B, we have here 45 already written, so what's remaining? 42 and 48. Set C, it has 41, 43, 47. They are all of them written here in this narrow area because simply they are common in A and C. We'll know how to revise. We will check. Okay? Now, in total, they are 10 numbers. We wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3 numbers are remaining, and let's check. 41 is written. 42 is not. It is 43, yes. 44, not yet. Write it here. 45 is written. 46 not written. Write it here. 47 is done. 48 is done. 49 is done. Now 50 is remaining. I can distribute them in the surrounding area. Now let's count. Are they 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Final check. Set A it contains odd numbers. Are these odd? Yes. They are all the odd. 41, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Set B contains multiples of 3, which is 42, 45, 48. Put your pencil on set B. It contains 45, 42, and 48. Take care, we never repeat elements. Set C, prime numbers, which is 41, 43, 47. Put your pencil on set C. It's having 41, 43, and 47. Now, why there is nothing in this area? Because this area means the elements which are odd and multiples of 3 and prime, which is impossible. Why there is nothing in this area? Because this area means B and C. It means there is a multiple of 3 and prime number at the same time. Impossible. Now list the elements of A intersection C. A intersection C, it looks intersection. It looks like the convex lens between A and C. We knew them already from the beginning. A intersection C, it's having 41, 43, and 47. These elements are odd and prime. They are odd and prime. Correct. B union C all dash. B union C all dash. It means, where is B union C? It is the sunglasses. B union C. Okay. All dash, it means everything outside the sunglasses, but in the universal set. He wants me to list them. Take care, the word list. They are 49, 44, 46, and 50. Take care, order is not important. 49, 44, 46, and 50. The last thing. Find the number of A intersection B intersection C is 0. This is this part. This is the intersection of the 3 of them. When he says N, it means number of. Not if he didn't use the letter N, you write phi or the null set. That's all for today. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.